Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to my channel. We are going to take a look at what are your blocks and how can you overcome them. So I have pre-pulled some oracles here, but we do have some more oracles and tarot that we are going to live pull. As well, just a little update, I have posted another podcast episode. So if you are not already listening to the podcast and you're interested in that, it's all about kind of health and healing, and I plan on kind of adding in some spiritual topics eventually kind of as well too. So definitely check that out. It's called Wholehearted Healing with Jo, and it's actually on this channel. So you can actually go to just my homepage and view it. But let's see. So we have 3 piles here today. Again, we're looking at what are your blocks and how can you overcome them. So we have pile number 1 here with this strawberry quartz crystal in this square shape. We have pile number 2 with this heart crystal, and this is moonstone. And then we have pile number 3 with this moon, and it is just like an agate crystal, I believe, if I remember correctly. So pick your pile, whatever one you feel the most drawn to. If you feel drawn to multiple, feel free to watch those as well, but timestamps will be down below for you whenever you are ready. Hi, pile number 1, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this strawberry quartz square crystal. This is going to be your reading for what are your blocks and how can you overcome them. So we're going to go through these oracles here first. So your animal kind of energy that we have here to start is the moth, which is air energy. Now this moth energy is kind of a little bit of like being scattered, but also more so just kind of like attracted to new things, never finishing projects, or never finishing things or completing things. And so you could be kind of like all over the place. It kind of gives me like, you know, ADHD vibes a little bit, but it's almost like you don't necessarily have to have that. It's just that it's very much that, you know, you're kind of jumping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and never really finishing things, or just like shiny object syndrome, right? Like being kind of pulled in all these different directions, but never actually like kind of getting anything done. So for some of you, there may be something that you need to kind of finish, or you need to kind of like hone in and kind of focus your energy. Can also be what's coming up. We also have rejection here. So, yeah, I feel like you could be rejecting something specifically. There could be something about like you not finishing things, right? Like just like that saying, you know, like saying no, or just like kind of in this energy of avoiding things. I just feel like there's something you're not doing, or there's something you need to be focusing on and you're not, is kind of what I'm getting from this. Let's see what these other oracles have. And this is kind of more about your blocks. And then I'll pull cards on how you can overcome the blocks. So we have growth here with plants, number 19. And we also have number 1 with expansion of north. So it's almost like you're not allowing something to grow. I almost feel like the block is that you're not, again, you might have to focus on a task, or there's something that you need to even make maybe like a priority. And I feel like you're not right now. And so this is what's holding you back from seeing expansion, seeing growth in your life and forward progression. Like if you're feeling like something's kind of stuck in your life, or there's just not movement happening here, I feel like this is because you're your energy isn't focused, or you're not giving it enough attention, or again, just not sitting down and doing it. Like, it's kind of like procrastination a little bit as well. So whether it's procrastination or focus, or like there's something here that you're needing to kind of like hone your energy in on in order for you to see the results that you're looking for. This could be super mundane too, right? Like, this could just be like, you know, your house is a mess and you're just like avoiding the fact that like you need to clean, kind of thing, right? Like, it could be anything. It could also just be project related. I used to get this a lot when I was like in school and stuff. Like, I am the queen of procrastination. And so I would get like, you know, I would get so anxious, so stressed, and I would literally do anything. It was always funny. My mom knew when I should have been studying for something, because all of a sudden I would start cleaning things and doing weird things, or like just talking about anything just to like not have to go do the thing. So yeah, there's what's blocking you is basically the lack of focus or the lack of attention that you're putting on something, or the procrastination that you're doing in a situation that's preventing you from seeing growth and expansion forward here in some aspect of your life. Now we also have surrender to denial. It says accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So some of you may be pretending, or just you might be in this denial of like, oh, I don't need to focus on that right now, or like there could be something like that too, where again there's like this avoidance to what the problem really is. And I just feel like it's that you haven't put enough effort, attention, or energy into something. And so I feel like you need to just acknowledge that you're struggling with something here, or that you're having a challenge, you know, dealing with this in the, you know, right way, quote unquote. But like, once you can understand that this is what's going on, then you can make decisions and change your situation for yourself. So it's a little bit of like advice, but also just... I feel like you could be in this state of denial of like, oh, what the heck? I'm not seeing something grow. Why isn't this growing? Why isn't this changing? Why am I not moving forward in my life? What the heck, right? When really you're avoiding something here. You're kind of in this avoidant energy. So let's get some tarot here of more about kind of what this block is. What is the block here for... I'm using my little tarot cards today. What is the block for pile one? What is the block for pile one? Yeah, see, you're, with the devil here and then the Six of Wands, it's like you're blocking your success. And then we have this Knight of Wands energy. So yeah, there's kind of this, like, it's interesting with these two knights. It's like, I feel like there's, yeah, interesting too. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles right here. But so there's kind of this energy of like, and maybe I should kind of put this here. But I feel like it's almost like you're in this Knight of Wands energy, this kind of flighty, all over the place type of energy, but then it's like you really need to be harnessing the Knight of Pentacles, like slow, methodical, day in, day out, putting in the effort and the energy to kind of see something through. I feel like there's a vision or like a dream that you have with the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, like this long-term vision you have for yourself, or what you're trying to achieve is kind of like you're in the building stages of it, or you're in this kind of like needing to see progression. But it's like you're blocking your success by kind of being all over the place. And so it's like you're following your passions with the Knight of Wands, but it's like there's not really structure or discipline that, and some of you need more structure and discipline, especially with like the Devil energy. I mean, that's Saturn energy, right? So it can be, again, structure, discipline, things that you need to have the success. So what are the things that you need to incorporate? You know, do you need to put like a timer on your phone or an alarm on your phone, or do you need to like set time aside and like plan it and schedule it and then like stick to it and do it, right? Anything like that, where I feel like you're avoiding doing something, or you're not making the space or the time to do something, and it's just killing your growth. It's just keeping you stuck, basically. So I feel like using more of this Knight of Pentacles energy is going to be beneficial, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes you spend time doing it, but then other times you don't, and it's just not consistent. And so there's kind of this, like, you're seeing slow growth with the Knight of Pentacles, which is like making you feel stuck, but it's because you're in this back and forth. And it's interesting that both the knights are facing each other, so there's like this back and forth kind of energy here, like this inconsistent, it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of thing, right? So I feel like that's essentially like your block is kind of simple in that sense, where it's just like, it's basically just, what are you avoiding right now? So let's get a little more on your advice of like how to work through this block. Now I feel like obviously setting more discipline and more structure could definitely be helpful here for you with regards to, like, again, more of like a schedule, if that works for what it is that you're dealing with here, or if it's just kind of like, yeah, just being more structured with things. That will bring the success that you're looking for. This is the inner child oracle. So we're just going to see kind of what your inner child needs in order for you to overcome this block. What's kind of the more deeper emotional aspect here for you? Interesting. We have accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. It's interesting because this surrender denial card, I said accept people and situations as they are. So you have to kind of maybe just accept where you're at right now and understand that you need to deal with this. Some of you, this is also accepting, like, I'm in this situation because of myself, and not to put blame or shame yourself, but it's like just understanding and being aware of the fact that, you're responsible for your own growth. Let's see what else is. What's the advice of... Okay, so we have 35. There is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope. And then we have number 44. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. So, yeah, I feel like, again, it's like you know what to do, but it's like there's kind of this denial or this rejection of what needs to be done, of just like accepting the situation for what it is, and like understanding that that this is just where you're at and this is what you need to focus on. And we have be present, find clarity in the moment. So again, just that like focus energy isn't going to be important here. I feel like it's also important for you to realize, like, you're going to, when you take action and you move forward, it's like there's hope that, you'll make it through or work through this situation here. Any more advice here for pile 1 when it comes to their block and how to overcome it? We have awaken all your senses, slow down and become aware of them. So a little bit more of that, like being present. I feel like this is also like tapping into like how you're feeling in a situation, like, so tapping into like how you're feeling and why you're procrastinating or why you're delaying things or why you're not able to focus. I almost feel like as well, this is really saying like some advice for you is to, like, in order to slow down, it's like being aware of your senses can kind of help you tap into like your surroundings. So it kind of helps, it helps our nervous system as well. So when we can, like, touch, taste, smell, like sit there and be like, okay, what can I, smell? What can I hear? What can I feel? Right. And just even that can give you kind of this slowing down and kind of like bring us back into our bodies versus being in our minds. And it can kind of calm us from a nervous system perspective, which might also help you take action on the things that you need to take action here in order to see the results. So I feel like this could help you like not procrastinate or delay things as much and help you focus more. Let's get some final tarot here for advice on how to overcome this block. I'm gonna get 3 cards is what I'm feeling. Final message for pile 1 on how to overcome their block. Three cards, please. 2 more. Okay. So first card we had come out was the 2 of Wands, and then we had the King of Swords, and then we had the Ace of Cups. So I feel as though this is about making a plan, especially with this 2 of Wands and this King of Swords, making a plan of how you're going to take action. Chariot here at the bottom, like how you're going to move forward. I also like, this is also like what your heart, like what feels good to you. So like not just making a plan in the sense of like, okay, this is what I got to do, but it's like making it enjoyable. I almost feel like saying for some of you, it's like if you're going to add more discipline of like setting aside time to do this, it's like, but also add in fun and play and a break, like add in breaks for yourself more frequently. But I feel like the more that you enjoy the journey of it, the more you're going to be able to see forward progression. And like, I almost feel like your head and your heart both have to be kind of like into it here. Give me more of this Ace of Cups for the advice. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So this could also be too, like shifting your emotions. This could also be as well making more space and time to fill your cup, to like, you know, like I was saying with this awaken your senses, like calm your nervous system, you know, give yourself what you need emotionally, right? If you're in this 5 of Cups, it's going to be harder to take action. But when you're in the Ace of Cups, this is like your cup is full. So it's a little bit easier to move forward and stick with the plan. So making sure, and that kind of falls into, again, like taking the breaks, but giving yourself what you need emotionally so that you can fulfill the plan, so you can keep up with the plan. And that way you can feel in this 9 of Pentacles energy where you feel complete, you feel full, you feel like you have your needs met here. A lot of times we procrastinate or we don't take action on things because we either feel unsafe or we feel fearful, or there's something deeper there that's usually kind of coming up as a feeling, right? Fear of failure, right? All those types of things. So taking a look at that and then understanding, okay, what do I need here to help me, you know, not be afraid to take the action, and I feel more comfortable doing that. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like slowing down to tap into how you feel and why you're in this pattern. And then once you start taking action, like you're going to see a lot of growth and expansion, but you have to understand the block of like, why am I procrastinating? Why am I delaying things? Why am I kind of scattered and all over the place? So that is pretty much what I have for you, pile 1. Hopefully that resonated. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles as well. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this Moonstone Heart Crystal. We are going to be taking a look at your what's kind of blocking you right now and how you can overcome it. So yeah, we're going to basically see what is coming up for you in that sense. So we're going to start with the oracles here. I have already pulled. So for you, the first one we have is the Elephant. So the Elephant itself is it's actually really a really good energy, actually, with the Elephant. It does bring up the aspect of obstacles or feeling stuck, but needing to kind of just trust the journey. So a lot of you are probably feeling stuck right now. You feel like you're just kind of like maybe not understanding your current path of like, why am I going through this? Like, I don't understand why, you know, this is happening kind of thing. I feel like there's like, to kind of bring this energy back into balance, it's an aspect of trust and trusting the journey, I feel, for you, pile 2. Now it can, like, there's a lot of wisdom with the elephant as well as like good fortune. If you think of like Ganesh is an elephant, right? And so there is the ability to overcome the obstacles, but it's like sometimes the path just doesn't seem clear, and that's why we feel stuck. So I feel like there's almost like maybe a lack of clarity here for you, pile 2, around, I mean, obviously that's probably why you're watching this. You're feeling stuck a little bit, and you're feeling just not really sure like why you're even dealing with this in the first place, right? Like you're just, yeah, there's a lack of clarity of even why you're stuck, if that makes sense. Now we also have cleanse. And we also have rest. So for some of you, energy clearing work would be good, or like even just getting in water, clearing your energy to some capacity, or just even just maybe clearing your energy in the sense of rest, right? Giving yourself a break to like reset your energy would be beneficial here for you. If you're feeling stuck, it's like maybe just stop trying to focus on it and stop trying to like figure it out, because that could kind of make you feel more stuck. So I would definitely, yeah, it looks like some of you as well though too, it's like part of the block is feeling like you can't get rid of that stuck feeling and feeling like you're not able to rest, like you can't rest because this isn't dealt with, if that makes sense. Now we also have adventure with South. And we have protection here with Cave. So part of your block could also be that you're kind of in the past and you're on almost like in a comfort zone. Yeah, like a place where you can rest, a place where it's comfortable, even if it's not where you want to be. But it's a sense of like protecting yourself that you're kind of in. Like you could be kind of more in the past with this South. We also have surrender to negative thinking and surrender unhealthy relationships. So surrender negative thinking says you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. And then we have surrender unhealthy relationships, which says let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. So you could actually have people that are negative around you, and that could be influencing your thoughts. I feel like this is just like, yeah, this really feels like this surrender to negative thinking and unhealthy relationships is like the people in your life or a person in your life is negative. So it's almost like you need to be like, thanks for sharing, bye. There's something that's keeping you stuck in the past. I feel like you need to clear something here, whether it's a relationship or a thought pattern, or maybe both. Like this could be as well, like our upbringing, right? So if you have like a parent who maybe has, you don't have the greatest relationship with, or they're not positive towards your goals, your dreams, and the things that you're trying to have in your life, I feel like this is needing to put boundaries around those relationships, but also at the same time, like reframe your mindset because their upbringing has influenced you in some capacity. I feel like though you've got a lot of wisdom. I feel like you need to cleanse yourself of this person or these people. I think that's what's keeping you stuck here. That's your block. And it's like they're just trying to protect you, right? The way that they view life, but that doesn't mean that it's actually supportive for you. I feel like these are people from your past or your upbringing or your childhood. It's like people who just don't believe in you, really. And I feel like you need to cleanse yourself and rest and let go of these people. And these mindsets, if those mindsets linger with you, in order to get the clarity. Some of you as well have people that are muddling your own thoughts. So with this elephant, it's like you have the clarity, you have the wisdom within you, but it's like you can't access it because it's like your mind is, these thoughts or other people's opinions are muddling your clarity that you would have if you were just on your own, if that makes sense. So some of you need to take a break from people. Again, creating boundaries, resetting things. Let's see what the tarot has for you guys. Pile 2, what are their blocks? We have the Knight of Swords. What are the blocks for pile 2? We have the Magician energy. What are the blocks for pile 2? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Hermit, yeah. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So definitely, again, that wisdom here with the Hermit, right? We do have the Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So for you, pile 2, it does definitely feel like there's this there's kind of a bit of an impulsive nature here with this Knight of Swords. It's also kind of giving me like hostile energy though too. Something's definitely got you in your head. It's like you think there's a block or you think you're stuck, but it's like it's not a real. The obstacle is the people, I feel. I feel like with the Hermit and the Page of Cups, this is diving into your own, and even with the Magician here, it's like you're diving into your own power, your own wisdom, your own knowledge, your own vision. Clarify this Knight of Swords here for the block for pile 2. Why is this Knight of Swords here? And Queen of Swords. I feel like there's someone who you have to confront. This could be someone even in the workplace. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, or this is within your workplace. This could be where the unhealthy relationships are maybe coming from. But I feel like there's, like, people might not like the way you're doing things or the way that you want to do things. And we have the Six of Wands pop out. They might not want you to have the attention as well. It doesn't really feel like jealousy though. Like it's almost like, again, just someone else's negative views on life or the way things work is them trying to protect you, but it's actually keeping you stunted. It's like, it's not letting you grow. And I feel like that's where with this Page of Cups, it's like you have to dive into your own feelings, your own wisdom, your own vision that you have for yourself of what you want to create in your life. But it's like you're kind of in your head around it because I feel like there's relationships or people that are keeping you kind of base level. Clarify this Page of Cups. Ooh. We have the World card here. I feel like, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm actually just going to put that over the World card here, just in case. Yeah, I feel like this is like your vision and things, what you want to work towards. Like the World card can also be kind of like 10th house energy, which is like your status, your reputation in the world. I feel like your block could be with regards to that. It doesn't have to be. It could be money as well, just like the status you want to have with money. But there's a person here who is getting in the way, or their viewpoint or what they're having to say is getting in the way of you tapping into your full potential here. I feel like it's like someone close to you though. I don't know who it would be. For some of you, it could be a mother. Some of you, it's a friend. So let's get some advice of what you can kind of do here to overcome this obstacle or this block. I think already here what I'm seeing is like cleansing yourself, creating boundaries, giving yourself a break, stepping away from this person. Let's see, what is the advice for how pile 2 can overcome their obstacle here or their block? We have number 28, review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. I'm also getting the word expectations. So reviewing what are the expectations or even responsibilities that this person or these people feel you should have, and are they really for you? And with number 41, you can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. Yeah, again, I feel like you feel more stuck than you actually are. I feel like there's a relatively simple solution. It might be challenging to do, but it's not complicated, I guess, if I want to add a word to it. So we also have number 21. It says, recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. Yeah, how you're feeling in this situation is an opportunity for you to realize, like, this isn't for me, right? Like when you feel this way, yeah, and then we have the bottom of the deck, we have follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. So I just feel like this is like you realizing like how much you don't feel good in this situation is showing you there's an opportunity for you to expand, right? It means that this that they're trying to keep you in is not, it's not for you. It's just basically other people's opinions of what they feel that you should be doing. And you don't have to agree with that. And it is challenging because that means we have to create boundaries with these people. Maybe that means we're not around them as often, or maybe we're letting go of friends or whatever. You're outgrowing certain situations, and that can be challenging and uncomfortable. But at the same time, you don't feel good with where you're at, right? So it's like, what are we going to compromise on? For some of you, you already know this. Let's get some more tarot for advice on how to overcome this block. For pile 2, we have the Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and then we have the Tower. So yeah, some sort of like big change. Again, you might have to kind of like let this crumble, let this go, let this fall apart. Or you might be realizing like the change requires me to like let this go. We do have the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. So I'm picking up on like just how this Knight of Cups is facing this 2 of Wands. It's like you're needing to acknowledge your own vision, what you see is possible for yourself. Kind of the ideas and the insight. It's like really about where your heart wants you to go, where you feel called to. Because even the 8 of Wands, I've heard someone talk about it as like the arrows of love. And so I feel like this is, again, just connected to the heart with the Knight of Cups. It's like, what do you emotionally want to move forward with? What do you feel called to build and create? Obviously, what you're dealing with is not built on a solid foundation for yourself. It doesn't feel good for you. So how can we create something better? And how can we follow through and listen to ourselves and listen to our heart? You might feel kind of solo in this to start. Like you might feel kind of alone to start. But I think you're going to be moving in a way that feels in alignment with you. And so it's just, again, it's realizing that like, just because these people want this for you doesn't mean that it's actually what's meant for you. And it's a really hard thing when you're like, I'm not sure if this is going to work. But then at the same time, like, when it does work, you're so happy that you did choose yourself, right? Because it's so easy to stay stuck with where we currently are, but not be happy. Like how many people are living like that, right? So I think it's just, and for some of you as well, this could also be finding people who believe in what it is, like your vision, your plan, what you want to create. So finding a different community of people to be around to support you as well in how you want to move forward as well. So people who support your vision or people who are trying to create the same type of vision or whatever, right? Just finding a community of people. And that's really important when other people aren't on board with your path. Not that they have to go, but you might have to minimize the amount of time you spend with them. But finding more positive and optimistic people and people who are supportive of you, of your dream and your vision. Because I feel like the people, like I said before, like they're very negative around what you want to do. And that I feel like is influencing your confidence and influencing your clarity and your ability to make change. You have all the skills within you. It's just that it's like, it kind of stops you every once in a while, and then you kind of go back, and then you stop, and then you go back, right? Like it's just kind of not allowing you to cross the threshold. So hopefully that resonates for you, pile 2. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this moon crystal. We are going to be looking at your blocks and what you can do to overcome them. So let's take a look here. We have the first, or we're going to go through the oracles here, but we have the hyena here coming up for you. So the hyena deals with kind of like humor, sarcasm, but it's like to hide our true feelings or our truth, right? So it's like kind of like using jokes as a mask, right? And I think we all kind of like know people who are like this in our lives, and probably we've done this to some extent, but this is really taking a look at like, what are you kind of maybe not taking seriously? Are you taking, your goals and dreams and the things you want to create in your life seriously? Or are you kind of like brushing them off, or there's something deeper kind of going on around the situation? So in this card, when it's out of balance, it can talk about being scrappy, being petty, being suspicious. And then to bring into balance, it's sobriety. And I feel like this is like bring into balance, it's like not holding on to the crutch of what's allowing you to avoid the feeling or the emotions that are coming up for you. So yeah, what are you kind of like hiding from or avoiding in the sense of like how you feel? Now we also have isolation. Some of you might feel very alone at this time. I almost, you might feel like part of your block might be feeling like you're a lone wolf, or that you aren't supported. You may also feel like you have to do everything by yourself, or, yeah, there's something here where, like around support. Let's see what the other cards are. We have transformation with pressure. We also have fury with bushfire. So some of you, like, there could be anger beneath the surface, or again, there's some sort of like, there's something that's underneath the surface here that I feel like when you're alone, you feel a certain type of way, but when you're with people, you kind of give a different representation of, oh yeah, everything's fine in some capacity here. And it could be through like, wit, humor, sarcasm, that sort of thing. Like it's an easy mask to put on. I feel like you could be maybe going through a lot, or you could be feeling a lot of pressure to change, or like you could be feeling a lot of pressure through change. And that could be what's bringing up these feelings here. Let's see what your other card is. We have surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Some of you definitely feel very alone on your journey, or not, like you don't have people you can rely on. And I think that's why you put on this mask, is because you don't really want to show or express to people what you're going through, because there's this like feeling that they won't understand, or they won't care, or it'll be, you know, you just dumping all your shit on them. Like, you know what I mean? This is an interesting block. Okay, so I feel like your block is like avoiding the emotions, as well as not relying on your community of support, whatever that looks like for you. Let's get more with the tarot here. There might be a little more clarity that we get on this for you, pile 3. We have the Chariot. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. We have the Hermit. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. So 4 of 5 are major arcana here. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be like a financial pressure or a financial thing that you're going through that you don't want to share with people. Even Hermit, like, this is like, you're doing this very much alone. I feel like this is like you going through a massive transformation, a massive change, but like doing it by yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, like, because I think that there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of like, there's usually pride with that, right? Like, you know what, I can do this by myself. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's important to have support for when we're going through really challenging times. But it's like on the surface, outwardly, you pretend that you're fine, but when you go home at night kind of thing, like there's a deeper, big spiritual transformation, as well as like possibly for some of you, like a financial transformation. The Chariot would indicate you're coming up against obstacles, but you are overcoming them. But there's, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, there's massive change here. And there's a lot of like deep, dark night of the soul. Like really, you may feel like you want to be alone a lot right now. I just almost feel like, again, I feel like you're taking these lessons, you're embracing them, but it's like you're not relying on a community, or you don't have the support that you need. I almost feel like that's a bit of the block. Some of you too, it could just be like a safe space. Even if it's not a community, it could just be this like safe space feeling. I want to see, what is this big like transformation here for you? Ooh. We have the Strength card, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Two of Wands, a fellow. I almost feel like the transformation is like within, definitely within you. Like, again, this is like a very personal shift that you're going through. I think it's bringing up a lot of wounds for you, a lot of baggage for you, and like realizing that things have to change for you to move forward. We do have the Hierophant at the bottom here, so this change could be with regards to like traditions and values and what you feel to be important. There could be like a change when it comes to some sort of authority or structure or hierarchy as well. Like, so again, this could be like a position of authority, or like your job or your beliefs could be changing around a situation as well. Some of you might really feel with this isolation, you might really feel like, I mentioned this before, like, but like a lone wolf, like people, you all of a sudden don't resonate with the people around you. They don't have the same beliefs, the same values. You're struggling to like find your tribe, right? In that, what you once believed in, yeah, we have judgment. So like what you once believed in is no longer like the case for you. You're having this like pivotal moment, this like judgment. And it's interesting. I just feel like the block is, I mean, for some of you, the block in a weird way is like the transformation you're going through. It could be making you feel very isolated. Like it's just making you feel stuck, but also like everything's going wrong. I don't think it is going wrong. I think it's bringing you a lot of lessons. It's bringing you a lot of like emotional things, but it's doing this, like this card says, it's doing this for your soul's growth, as annoying as that may sound. And you're meant to embrace this lesson, but I feel like there's a big shift in the people that are around you, or just you finding a new group of people. And I get 2 more cards on the block here. 2 more to clarify pile 3's block. We have the 9 of Cups and the Devil energy. So some of you are, and then we have this Page of Wands. Some of you are overindulging in things. I think that comes into this hyena, that sobriety piece. I'm just going to kind of put these like this over here. Some of you have like, it could be drinking for some of you. Like, I feel like that could be a block. Like, it's like how you're dealing with the situation is the block, if that makes sense. I see you working through it. I see you overcoming the obstacle. I see you doing the reflection. I see you doing the internal work, but there's like possibly the way that you're managing and avoiding some feelings. I feel like that's blocking this transformation from happening maybe faster, or it's just delaying. So if there is anything like that, I mean, this could be food, it could be alcohol, it could be shopping, it could, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be so many things. But it's like, you got to feel the feelings, I feel like, is what's coming up here. Let's get some advice here. We have, you are wanted. There is a home within, waiting within. Yeah. I feel like this is about self-acceptance, accepting yourself, but also I'm getting as well the community. Like, you are wanted. You are not alone. What is the advice of how to work through this block here for pile 3? This is a very deep reading here. All 3 piles were very different. So we have go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. We also have review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. Yeah, so what's kind of the baggage that you're maybe holding on to that, you know, was, you know, beliefs, values, and traditions, right? Your upbringing, authorities, right? That maybe aren't really in alignment with you or aren't yours. This is like accepting yourself for being different. I really want to pull this card too. Yeah, we have, it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based in truth. So this is that acceptance piece. Let's see, more on advice for pile 3 and how to overcome their block. We have nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. So getting out in nature. And then look at that, a partnership for the new age. It's time to welcome it. Again, people, there's someone who, and even if it's not a new group of people, it's like there's a person who you can go to, who would understand. And I feel like there's, like, some of you could meet someone that understands what you're going through, and I don't really feel like it's romantic. I just feel like it's a person who can help you heal with this energy here. We have the Star, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. It could be an Aquarius. But I feel like there's a person that can help you heal and work through this energy. You don't have to do it alone. Some of you as well, like the King of Swords can be like an authority of like someone who can help you, whether it's like a doctor or like a therapist or a, you know what I mean? Like anybody like that, or a lawyer or like whatever. I almost feel like there's maybe someone who can help heal things. I also feel like this is as well, you having a clear mind will help you heal things. So again, like the things that you're doing to overindulge, those prevent you from having a clear mind, right? Yeah, this is going to take some time here for you to work through all this energy. Anything else on how pile 3 can overcome their block here? We have the Justice card and we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, some of you, there's like seeking out someone who can help you find answers, right? Help you find the right answers or bring balance here. This is going to take time, though. It's going to take an investment into self. I feel like you're when you have the clarity, or you seek the support, or you get the clarity because you're no longer indulging and you're clear on your emotions and how you're feeling in a situation, I feel like you're going to know what the right thing to do is. Some of you already might even know the right thing to do. You're just like not doing it. You're right. Like you're kind of, again, you're overindulging instead. This is definitely like, this might be more of a specific message for someone. So again, if this doesn't resonate, you can definitely check out the other piles. But it's like, what are you avoiding feeling or going into here? That's pretty much what I'm getting. You're kind of like masking your feelings. I was getting like avoidance and procrastination with, I forget if it was pile, I think it was pile 1, but it wasn't to this depth. This feels more like, again, avoidance because you're indulging in other things. Whereas pile 1 was just like avoiding to avoid. Like they're just, you know, like, oh, I'm just going to go do this now and this and this and this, right? Kind of more procrastination on their end. This is just like avoiding feelings because there's a massive change that you're going through. And so it's like, rather than just dealing with the transformation and feeling the feelings of going through it, there's kind of this masking. And I feel like, again, you feel very isolated, or you're doing these things by yourself, or again, I feel like seeking out support is going to be important for you in order to get through this and heal and work through this energy here. Whether that's like a friend, a family member, a lover, or even like an authority figure from the sense of like someone who has like some sort of credentials, right? To some capacity, even if it's like financial, right? So that's what I have for you, pile 3. Hopefully that resonates. Again, if not, it's definitely a deep reading, so it might not, but check out the other 2 piles if this one did not resonate. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.